you will find that your reality is more malleable and that you're able to rapidly heal and transform things that you thought were fixed and solid. Hello, and we say a fantastic day to you. How can we be of assistance at this time?
Hello, hello. It's so nice to talk to you. I wanted to ask you about eyesight. I'm wearing glasses. I've had to wear glasses for many, many years. And sometimes I worry about that. I wish I did not have to wear glasses. So, what can you tell us about eyesight and what we can do to perhaps not wear glasses?
As the optometrists know, there's some eyes that are just different than others. They have a different shape and therefore require the glasses to be seeing properly. If not glasses, contact lenses. If not that, a LASIK surgery. And this is some sort of a genetic experience that some people have. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have less intelligence or less vision. It's just a certain challenge. Other people have challenges in different regards. We would wonder what you suppose could be wrong with the glasses.
Well, they are inconvenient. And the prescription changes sometimes. Many, many years ago, I just threw away the prescription and went back to my student glasses, which were considerably weaker. And then my eyes adjusted to them. So I decided that it's not exactly following the ophthalmologist expert all the time. I could actually get my eyes a bit better merely by wearing less strong glasses. That doesn't seem to work so much now at my age now.
Well, there's some sort of accelerated decline of the eyes, but even that can be compensated for to certain extents. There's some things we'll suggest for the eyes, and the first is eye yoga. And you can look this up. There's practices of eye yoga, movements for the eyes that strengthen them. And the idea behind them is that you learn to gradually slow the movement of your eyes by observing how fast the eyes move when you move them from place to place and deliberately moving them in certain directions, but very slowly, very mindfully, very delicately. And this changes the pressure put on the optic nerve and changes many things about your eyes that strengthen your eyes and your ability to control them. Another thing we would suggest is to have healing herbs for the eyes. There's certain traditions that have special eye drops, and in the Amazon they have a powerful healing eye drop called Sananga. It's quite unpleasant. It burns, but not only does it heal the eyes in a certain way, especially with issues related to the cornea. These healing eye drops are restorative to the nervous system and help to release darker energies from your being. So these drops called Sananga can be of assistance for some people. And lastly, we will say that the eyes are connected with the liver, and the health of the liver can impact your eyesight. So those who have a very toxic liver, perhaps due to alcohol or high sugary foods, or due to many preservatives in the foods, or a diet very high in meat and saturated fats, will benefit very much from doing liver detoxes, though you have to assess individually the health of your own liver to see if it's connected with the eyes. And we would say that there's only a small percentage of people whose liver health has a very deep effect on their eyes that creates these sorts of difficulties in seeing.
Could you possibly repeat and clarify the name of the Ayurvedic eye drops you mentioned just now?
Well, they're not Ayurvedic, they're from the Amazon. It's called Sananga. Sananga. Yes, Sananga.
Okay, that's great. So what strikes me is that historically, animals don't wear glasses. Historically, glasses only were invented a few hundred years ago. It seems to me odd that so many people wear glasses these days. It seems crazy, really.
Well, animals also do not read or write. A gorilla, for example, perhaps most closely related to you, doesn't need perfect 20/20 vision to go about its life. The gorilla will rely on its other senses if its vision isn't great to do the gathering of food it must do, and so on.
Yes, that's a good point. Um, Also, I'm at a stage in life where I notice things that I want to stay very young. So I notice that I sometimes am more anxious than I should be about that. I need to relax a bit, I think.
Yes, it's important to relax. It's important to relax about subjects of health in general, for worrying more about problems that aren't presenting themselves in the present moment is a surefire way to bring about more problems. Celebrate health in the moment. And if you find yourself worrying, bring yourself to be proactive. Because once you are proactive, there won't be any worry left.
Okay, yes. I had a thought. Let me just get it back. It's very distracting when you connect. I kind of lose my thinking.
That's all right. Perhaps it's because you don't need as many thoughts as you're used to having. It's better to be in the flow. Remember when you are in the flow state, which is what happens when you follow that formula of acting on your passion to the best of your ability without insisting on an outcome. You only really think about what is immediately pressing to you in the next moment and the present moment. So the flow state allows you to dissolve all thoughts of past, future, and other timelines and realms that aren't relevant to the immediate now. That absorption in the immediate now is a gift. It allows you to expand into greater levels of love.
Yes, and this happens when channeling through you, when I just connect to that thought, that absence of thought, and it's very healing.
It's a resonance.
It's a resonance. Yes, I was going to ask about timelines because the thing is, um, in some way we can jump to a timeline where we are more healthy. Why can we not jump to a timeline where we don't need glasses?
Well, partially due to your belief systems, it's easy to believe that a virus can be healed more rapidly because these sorts of things happen all the time, sometimes mysteriously. Though eyes and vision are long-standing problems that many of you have had your entire lives. And so that reality really reinforces the belief, the idea that your eyes are this way. And should you transform your beliefs drastically, you will find that your reality is more malleable and that you're able to rapidly heal and transform things that you thought were fixed and solid. But again, you have to work step by step, and you need to work on the changes and shifts that are within your reach before you can get to these larger and more grand shifts. Also, some of these shifts that you can conceive of may not even be relevant for you. So you need to also put your energy where it is most needed.
Okay. Um, Also, there is a kind of psychic eyesight. I mean, you can have vision of things remotely, and people may develop such skills. Even there are stories of people who can see even though they're blind or something like that. Can you tell us more about that ability, the psychic vision?
Well, the psychic vision is that you call remote viewing specifically comes from an ability to astrally bilocate. So the consciousness is projected out of the body to witness non-local parts of reality. And this is a very advanced skill that requires one to be very deeply focused and deeply open psychically. It is, for many, a very exhausting thing to be able to practice, as it focuses so much of one's energy outside of one's being. There are some who find this skill very exciting, and therefore it becomes something very prominent in their lives. For others, it is not as relevant, though there are certain people for whom it is a soul theme, and they come in with this ability more finely tuned than others. And over the course of their lives, they get better and better at it. Oftentimes, there are secret government programs that find people at younger ages and recruit them into these specific agencies where these different skills are used so that they can work in sorts of espionage programs.
Yes, I've heard of that. I think that's going to be a separate podcast topic that we'll come to in the future. Is there anything else you'd like to say to us about eyesight and vision in the natural way, natural vision?
Well, the common theme to all of the modalities that bring about healing for the eyes is relaxing. The eye movements help to relax your eyes. The medicine, in a way, helps the eyes relax too. And to let go of toxins is to release stress, release the pent-up stress that causes you to choose unhealthy foods and to create toxins in your digestion through resistance in that way. So you need to learn how to relax your vision and relax your strain. When you find yourself straining to see something, close your eyes and take a moment to really relax. You might find that as you let go of your grasp to focus, the vision comes naturally. So this ability to surrender, to let go, to be present more completely will play a big role in anything having to do with vision in that way.
That's great. Well, thank you very much. We're complete for today. Thank you.
Oh, our great thanks. Our great thanks and unconditional love to you as well.
Ciao for now.
Spaceship of Babel, we are gliding through the stars on a 5-year mission beyond Jupiter and Mars. A celestial encounter on a future Noah's Ark, and you won't hear us coming as we whisper in the dark. There's an Ewok close behind me as we try to disembark here. Obi-Wan Kenobi as we whisper in the dark.